You're now working with DJ Automatic.
Automatic was the first time you came across the turntables?
First time I did anything with turntables when I was about 12 years old. I had a friend who moved from New York, and his older brother was a DJ. And I was already into DJing, but I was into scratching. I wasn't really into like DJing, like rocking parties and stuff like that. But I had heard scratching, and I always wondered, I was like, what is that? I love that. You know, I want to do that. I want to learn how to make those noises. And so my friend had turntables, or his older brother had turntables, and so when he would leave, we would go take off. We go in his room and we get on the turntables.
Originally from Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Originally from Minnesota by way of Santa Fe?
Santa Fe, yeah.
Santa Fe, nice. Attended UNM?
Yes, I did go to UNM.
Yes, and how was that for you?
It was good. When I was DJing parties, I never really had to have a real job.
Yeah.
I just kind of, I mean, it helped, like I have a degree in public relations, so it helped me, you know, organize, you know, the different parties I do, and basically it'll help organize my career. And then also, you know, gave me a little bit better insight going into the entertainment industry, because I was still real backpacking it at that time. I was like not playing a lot of radio records. Even though I was doing clubs, I always find records that weren't necessarily like huge radio hits.
Okay.
And so at first I was a little like, I was like, do I really want to be on the radio? And then to think about it, I was like, that's exposure to hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah. Why wouldn't I want to be on the radio?
One of the biggest things that, you know, is known around here is how DJ Automatic is a Shadyville DJ.
Yeah.
You know, that's shout out to Shadyville.
I was part of the original Shadyville DJs, the first group of Shadyville. And the actual person who called me was John Monopoly. Okay. And he was like, we're starting this DJ crew, and we want you to be a part of it. And the reason he had done that, I was thinking, for me, being like, Albuquerque is considered a third-tier market. Yeah. And then there wasn't anybody else really from smaller markets that they had asked to be on it. But at that time, I'd already, like, I was the first DJ to ever play Akon on the radio. No, I mean, like, I was like, and the other thing is, like, when Kanye West, this is a funny story, Dan Frosh is the guy who wrote the article about Imbibe magazine, about Kanye West being the album just being 4 out of 5. You know, Kanye West talks about that. I was with Dan Frosh. Dan Frosh actually used to live in Santa Fe, and he was a writer for Vibe at that time. I thought it was a great album, but I told Dan, I was like, I don't think it's a 5 out of 5. I think this guy's got a whole career where he's gonna make crazy better music than this. Yeah. And I think that also because, like, when the first time I met Kanye, and this is after they asked me to be in Shadyville, I told him, I said, yeah, I was with Dan when I was like, I still think you have a lot of music to, you know, to put out. And he was like, and he just looked at me, and he walked away. But then I got the call for the Shadyville thing. It wasn't like but a month later. So.
All right, so let's jump into it. Let's go into the Mixtale. Let's go into you know, you've had previous mixtapes. Yeah. Besides this one, kind of seemed for you, from a fan perspective, this one seemed more personal for you, like this common.
Well, it was the idea was like I had the idea probably about 2005 to do it, and the original Mixtale was gonna be with Bun B, and it was when I was in Houston, and it just never happened. After that, I was like, I gotta get an artist though to like do his career, like sit down with me and do his career, and like making a kind of like behind the scenes, like VH1 or something like that, but as a mixtape. And people, I just thought, I don't know, with Common, it just kind of worked out to happen with Common was because I hadn't met him a couple times before, and then also I'm friends with people at his label, and he was here shooting Terminator. And so a girl named Madi from Interscope actually brought him into the station while I was there, and we just recorded everything. And I told him the idea of what he wanted to do, and he was like, "That's a dope idea, let's do it." So we just recorded everything at Kiss.
So was it done? How many days did it take?
It took us just 1 day.
So the whole.
Well, I did all the music.
Obviously, but Common's part was done in
probably an hour.
Dang. Yeah. That's professional.
He's a professional. He does a lot of interviews.
On the note of, like, you just touched on his relationship with Jay Dilla. He talks how that was virtually almost like spiritual to him. How that was almost like that he felt that connection right away. I mean, you know, in this, just alone in this interview, you've mentioned Jay-Z, Akon, Kanye West, interview that you've worked with. Can you touch on one person or maybe a couple different ones that you've had that connection with?
That I mean, there's nobody who I'd like. I mean, for me, myself, I really like consider myself my own artist, and I want to do my own thing. And like with those people, those are interviews and like doing different things. Like as far as working with people, I want to like There's a lot of DJs that attach their name to a certain artist, and that's how they make it. I don't want to be like that. I want people when they think of they want to think like DJ AM. They don't. He's not attached. He was never attached to anybody. A-Track's not attached to anybody. You know what I mean? People like that. So as a DJ, I want to be attached to anybody. I want people to recognize me as just as an artist and my own DJ self. Yeah.
Home. What keeps you here? What keeps
my family?
Your family?
Yeah. I mean, my wife. You know, Dana.
Yeah.
She's a great wife because she's so supportive, and it's so hard. Yeah, she's a great wife. It's so hard to find a woman that is supportive because, you know, of course I had relationships before her, and there was no woman who has supported my career as much. And then the other thing, she works in the industry, so she understands there's certain things. Like tomorrow morning, I don't think I have to go to Colorado Springs. Yeah. And I totally forgot. I was like, man, I gotta go to Colorado Springs. And I told her, and she was like, okay, cool. Like some women would be like, oh no, you ain't going anywhere.
So whenever you're out in Dallas, or whenever you're out in Mexico, do you try to take a little bit of Albuquerque with you? Or?
Oh yeah, like the thing I always tell people is that, like, I could be DJing anywhere. Yeah. And they're like, where are you from? And they're expecting me to say like New York or Los Angeles or even Houston. I mean, I DJed out there for years. I could say Houston, but I'm not from Houston. I would say New Mexico, as I have a Houston Astros hat.
Attention.
Get it if you don't got it.
Yes, go get it. Twitter, DJ Automatic, get it.